everyone, and welcome to my cruise channel. Today we're going to talk about Cozumel, Mexico. Now, my family and I have been to Cozumel many times. However, the last time we were there was well over 10 years ago, so we decided to take a port tour for this visit to the Mayan Ruins. Now, before you leave the ship, I would highly recommend sneakers for this excursion, as you will be walking on uneven surfaces. Unfortunately, I was not able to record any videos, as recording videos on this particular tour are not allowed. However, you are allowed to take still photos. If your tour includes a beach stop, please bring your swimsuit with you. Our group met at the pier, which has changed a lot from the first time I went to Cozumel. They now have a waiting area for all the tours, which are full of photo opportunities. We met our tour guide on the pier. Shortly after everyone was accounted for, our tour guide took us through the terminal to an air-conditioned bus where he started telling us a little bit about the Mayan culture and the ruins that we would be visiting. Cozumel is part of the Yucatan Peninsula. The name Cozumel comes from the Mayans and translates to the island of swallows. It's believed that the Mayans settled there in the early 1st millennium AD. The largest remaining ruins are in San Gervaso, which is where we visited. When we arrived, we were taken to a shopping center to buy souvenirs and water. I highly recommend buying the water there because it can get kind of hot and muggy when visiting the ruins. Shortly after we arrived, our guide took us on a tour of the ruins. There is a relatively easy walking path to follow. Our guide was excellent at explaining what each of the ruins were. After a short tour, we were allowed to explore the ruins on our own. I even got to climb on one of the altars. After we were gathered back to our meeting spot, our tour guide led us to the shopping center where we were allowed to shop on our own for about 15 minutes before heading back to the bus. Our next stop was to the bee sanctuary where we were given a Mayan blessing and allowed to shop at the straw market. I felt very honored to receive this blessing. Our final stop on the tour was to a beach. We were only allowed here for about an hour and a half, so please keep that in mind if you decide to swim. This particular beach was on the second largest barrier reef in the world, the Mesoamerican Reef. Be warned, however, because it's a reef, it's a bit rocky in the water. If you decide that you just want to enjoy the views, you can do that as well in one of the many free beach chairs. There is also a nearby restaurant for tacos and other snacks. Since we had such a limited amount of time there, we decided not to dine there, but from what we heard, the tacos were excellent. I really enjoyed my time in Cozumel. Have you ever been to Cozumel? We would love to hear from you. And as always, bon voyage!